Hey guys, Jack here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. In this video, I'm really just going to be giving you a little bit of a business update really as to what I've been getting up to, what's been happening in the Amazon business, what is kind of the strategy moving forward, and what are the bottlenecks that I'm struggling with at the moment. Because I think it's been probably 2 to 3 months, maybe even longer to be honest, since I've last done a video, and things have significantly changed. Lots of things in the warehouse, in the business have changed. So just thought it was fitting to really do you a little update and share my journey. So the first major thing that happened in the business around about 2 months ago now is we actually raised some more funds for the business. So we actually went to the bank and raised a large, I'll not say the exact amount, but low six-figure sum. To be totally honest, not as much as we actually wanted and as much as we really need, but mainly this cash is going to go as working capital towards funding new products basically. Over the past 6 to 8 months, we've had a big pipeline of products and deals that we've been sourcing and working on for the past year or so that we simply just didn't have enough cash flow to fund. So we've gone out, we've raised some funds, and over the last probably 6 to 8 weeks, we've really started allocating some of that funds. But really, the funds will mainly be used during Q4. And for any of you who've watched my channel before, you'll know that Q4 is the busiest time of year for us. Just consumer spending in general, just retail just goes up at Christmas. Every single one of our products, the volume does increase. So yeah, we've really just been trying to prepare early on for that. So we've raised the capital. We're really looking to allocate that over the next couple of months. In terms of fulfillment, we've had a big change in the business as well. So we've recently launched Seller Fulfilled Prime. So for those of you who don't know what Seller Fulfilled Prime is, it's basically merchant fulfilled, where you will pick, pack, and ship the orders directly from your warehouse instead of sending the products into Amazon and letting them handle everything. So we've basically changed a proportion of our product range to Seller Fulfilled Prime. And the main reason for this is to basically give us a wider spread opportunity going forward. When you do Seller Fulfilled Prime, there is a lot more opportunity to do more bigger, larger, more obscure items in a more cost-effective way. And also, in addition to that, we have products where people often buy multiples, maybe 2, 4, 10 different units at a time of the same product. When you do that through FBA, you'll get charged the fulfillment fee for every single one of those units. So say, for example, your fulfillment fee is £3. You will sell 10 of them, you'll pay £30 to ship that product to the customer. Whereas with Merchant Fulfilled and with Seller Fulfilled Prime, that same £30, we would probably be spending less than £3.50 to ship the same item. So as you can see, when you get economies of scale, it does become significantly more profitable. And it just opens up a lot of doors generally for different products, maybe hazardous goods and stuff like that, that we weren't able to sell before. And we're now able to sell them on a next day basis. But one thing I would say that I definitely underestimated is the level of fulfillment required and the level of logistics required to do Seller Fulfilled Prime is significantly more than FBA. I think myself and a lot of other sellers who I've spoken to who have launched Seller Fulfilled Prime definitely underestimate the workload that comes in when you do Seller Fulfilled Prime. I mean, you take for granted FBA, they handle all of the customer service, all of the pick, pack, and ship, all of the returns, basically everything. All you do is just send the product to Amazon and they will handle the rest. Whereas with Seller Fulfilled Prime, you are now taking on a lot of those responsibilities. We use Every, for example, for our courier to ship our products. If Every doesn't come to collect the parcels, or maybe if they come early or if they come late, it can cause us big issues in the warehouse. And if they don't get collected, it can affect our metrics, it can affect our account health. There's a lot of different variables that can go wrong when you do Seller Fulfilled Prime. So for anybody doing less than 100, probably even £200,000 a month, I would not even consider doing Seller Fulfilled Prime. But that's a change that we've made in the business over the last, I think we launched it now about 4 to 5 weeks ago. And it's been doing very well, but we have had a lot of issues, which I'll speak about in further videos. In terms of bottlenecks and what we're struggling with at the moment, really we've got 2 main bottlenecks, and that is space and staff. So we really do not have the space and the capacity to actually fulfill all of the products that we have. As a lot of you know, again, if you watch the channel for a long time, we have a 1,000 square foot warehouse that we basically operate from. But really now, because we're doing self-fulfilled Prime, we are really just gearing up for Q4. We've obviously just got some more working capital where we're allocating more of that to products. The warehouse is just becoming overloaded and we don't have the space nor the staff to actually be able to really maximize our potential. So literally today, as I'm recording this video, we have just actually had acceptance of a second warehouse, which is literally across the road from our existing one, which will basically double our capacity for what we can do. So we're going to basically optimize the warehouses over the next 2, 3, 4 weeks so that we can have dedicated areas for merchant fulfilled, for seller fulfilled Prime. We can have dedicated areas for packing and prepping FBA stock. And overall, we just have a lot more space. We have a lot more breathing room. I mean, it was getting to the point where we would get 10 pallets delivered and we'd have 7 staff in working and there was just no room to really do anything. The efficiencies were just through the floor and it was just causing us a lot of issues. So hopefully from today, in the next couple of weeks, we'll sort of be moving in and I'll sort of document this journey as well. But hopefully we'll be moving into this new warehouse and we'll basically be operating from them both, which will be super awesome and definitely allow us to hire more, to get more staff in, and to really just increase our overall capacity as we get into the Q4 period. Other than that, I'm still working on deals for next year. I'm currently in negotiations with about 2 to 3 brands that we really want to scale up with next year. We're looking at placing some large orders for container loads of stock to come in about February/March time, ready for the summer, ready for the seasonal period. As at the moment, we are very Q4 dominant and our sales really do spike in Q4, but we really need to sort of level that out over the course of the year. So really trying to focus on in Q1, where can we sort of increase volume and what kind of types of products can we get in for Q1? When it comes to Q2, Q3, the summer period of time, where can we actually increase volume there? And just overall in the business, just make it less seasonal and more steady throughout the year. I think just without realizing we've kind of designed our business a little bit around Q4, which I think for a lot of Amazon businesses is normal. Volume does just go up in Q4 anyway, but we are definitely too Q4 dominant. We are also at the back end of this month about to receive our first 2 containers. We've never had a container of stock in before, so super exciting times. One of them is filled to the brim with private label stock, and one of them is actually with one of our brand direct suppliers that we've managed to get on an FOB basis. So both of these are due in at the end of this month. So again, I'll be documenting that full journey of unloading the stock, what problems we have, as I assume we'll probably have a ton more problems with that as it's something new. And I'll just be sharing the journey, but it's super exciting. Got tens of thousands of units coming over on the sea now. And yeah, should be super great as we will be in October. We will be launching 2 separate private label brands that we've been working on now for the past 4 to 6 months, doing product development, investing time and money into samples, into photography, into product design, trademarks, brand registry, all this different kind of stuff that you don't I've taken for granted and you don't have to worry about when you do brand direct. All of this stuff, I'm sort of embarking on a new journey and I will be sharing all with you. So lots of exciting things to come. The goal does remain £1 million per month by the end of the year. I'm very hopeful that we will hit it. And again, I will keep sharing. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I'll try to do as many behind the scenes videos as I can to really show you guys within the business. But yeah, that's everything from me. Peace.